What is going on, YouTube? And welcome back to our channel. You are on Let's Talk with
Sheila
and Jordan J. All right, everyone. So thank you so much for tuning in again for another episode of Ready to Love, episode 7. All right, we are finally getting down to the wire. I think, are you understanding a little bit more about how the eliminations are working?
No, I'm still not understanding what is going on and the way the night went. I really don't know. So let's get started.
Tonight was a banger. Thank goodness. Because last episode was definitely a snooze fest. So this one, I think the ladies were gearing up, ready for war, because they finally realized that it is getting down to the wire. And this episode, actually, Tommy challenged the women to bring the gentlemen around, or their favorites around, to meet some very important people in their lives. So friends, family, like whoever is going to get down to the nitty and gritty. And they definitely did not disappoint.
Did not.
Getting down to
If you didn't watch this
nitty-gritty.
episode, please watch it.
For sure.
Awesome episode.
They definitely, like I said, they got in people's ass in this episode. So first, starting out, we did have Walter and Sabrina. Sabrina and Walter obviously had a connection from the very beginning. We saw that
day one.
Yes, we knew. Although we never really actually seen them go on a one-on-one date.
No, we haven't seen
the
that.
spark was clearly there, and so she invited him to meet her group of friends, which she had a lot of them.
Yeah, she did. She had like 4 ladies and one gentleman.
So
she had a lot.
Walter, but shout out to Walter, because that man is just a straight charmer. Like,
no, Walter.
He's gonna charm your pants off.
Everybody.
It don't matter.
The whole room.
Exactly.
What is going on with Walter?
I don't know. Like, good Lord. Like, he's just confidence,
talker.
man. I love it. I love it.
I do too. I like it too.
I really like it. Yeah. I hope it's genuine. It seems like he's very genuine.
No, I think that's the problem. He is. He's being genuine.
Yeah,
he's just being himself. And I think everything he shows us is just who Walter is.
Yeah, because like I said, from day one, he was always,
he's a personable person. You can see.
He likes to talk to. He's a people person.
He's definitely
thank goodness for that. Obviously, her friends seem to like him as well.
Yeah, I know, right? Not at first though. They had 2 of them was like stone face.
Oh yeah, the daggers. And you gotta have those friends. You got the nice ones, and you gotta have the ones that's killer out there. Because if I'm nice, you need to be the one that's kind of gonna be the dog and go get at and make sure like he can stand up to the weather. So thankfully, they did do that, and of course, it did not matter to good old Walter. He gonna pull on through. Another successous interaction, it seems like, was Zadia and Naeem.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah, they had a really good connection.
So she had a girlfriend and a guy friend. Yeah, and they were at like Top Golf or something.
They met at Top Golf.
So
he brought her flowers. That was sweet.
So cute. Done in white rose.
Yeah, he was really cute. And like I said, it seemed genuine. He seems to really like Zadia, and he was answering them questions fairly well. So he was charming them too. No issues with the first 2 dates. Now, coming up on this third interaction, unfortunately, was...
It was just like
bloodbath.
Yes, it was. It was very hard to watch.
It was worse than a red wedding at Game of Thrones.
It was hard to watch. I knew it was not going to be a good. When he walked up and they started talking with his card.
Oh yeah, his deck of cards.
Oh
my God!
I knew it wasn't going. This is going to be a failure.
He thought he was going to go play some spades. Them women took all his spades.
You gonna play some spades? But guess who got all the trump cards?
You know what? It wasn't fair though how Sabrina did Sean. I think she set him up to look bad. Like, in the beginning, you pre-warned your friends. Well, me and Sean, we went out, but he was kind of telling me that he don't know how I'm gonna feel about you in the next 2-3 months later on down the line, because exactly
your friends love you.
Yeah.
So they for you, they're your protector. So why would you tell them that? And then they're gonna introduce them to Sean.
Right. And this is him. Be nice.
He
like after you just dropped a bomb on him before, so that was kind of.
I don't know why Sabrina did that, but it seemed like Sabrina has a habit of, saying something that maybe she need to hold back, because this is not the first time she's done that before.
No, it's not.
And she definitely should not have told her friends something that he said. I mean, what I thought he said was, he was being honest.
He was.
He was saying, I don't want to get into a position where 2 or 3 months down the line, I'm not being true to myself, because being true to myself is I really want to have children.
Right.
And to be true to you, you have told me up front you don't want to have kids. So I'm not really sure, to be very honest, why Sabrina took Sean and me, her friends, place, right. Because Sean, to me and her, never really connected enough for her to just be like, Sean's my number 2.
Yeah.
Sabrina, all the men up in there showing your number.
I know what happened to Dante.
I know, right? I'm like, oh my God.
She wasn't really feeling him that night because she was feeling Sean more. I don't know.
Obviously, she's feeling Sean, but her friends tore into Sean and
tore him a whole new one. Then asked him about his finances and how many bills he can pay, and he definitely did not answer that question correctly.
Well, he answered it honest, but what he answered, no female, especially no successful working female who's doing good for herself, would that answer would not be suffice.
Yeah, for sure.
How many bills can you take care of?
1 or 2.
1?
Maybe 2. I'm like, are they the highest paying bills? You taking rent in the car now? Or?
Why are you on Ready to Love when clearly you need to get your finances together? Because what are you doing? We're going to split 50-50? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's going to be like 30.
You Ready to Love and you can't pay but a bill or 2?
And you want kids?
And you want children.
Come on now. You need, for sure.
And you 44 years old?
Yeah.
Sean.
You wrong, bro.
You wrong,
definitely wrong.
And Ready to Love wrong for putting you on this show. You was definitely not ready for nothing, okay? You was not ready for this show.
Ray, I need to vet these men. Come on now.
Yeah, y'all need to vet them.
Dang, we already messed up with celibate versus non-celibate, all these people. And then you got people that's, oh my gosh.
Can only pay a bill.
Yeah, no kids versus kids. Like, you got more people that don't want to have kids than do.
Then you got all these older men who want to have kids and don't. Like, make it make sense. Because it definitely didn't make sense.
Don't be a grown man saying that to Sean, because he gonna get you if you say make it make sense.
Sean said grown men. What grown men you know say that? Make it make sense.
Yeah,
Sean was tight. You know
I feel like
he held himself. But he held himself real good. He was very respectful. You could tell he was so tight.
Yeah.
I thought he was just like, I just met you. Like, why? I mean, your friend. You know, we've only been on 1 date.
Yes, which Sabrina did stick up for him on that.
Right,
so
she
that
did.
Was good.
Thank God.
Yeah,
she done sold him under the bus.
You can't let this man go home like this. He gonna cry in the car, girl. He gonna cry in the car.
Just still a man, Sabrina. Okay, let's treat him like a man. Okay, Sabrina, because what you did, you almost castrated that guy. You know darn well he wasn't. You and him weren't ready to be anything more than a second date.
We're gonna move on to the next relationship interaction, which was Cornelius, our favorite, and Camille, our second favorite. You know, it could never be too much fun with those two. Right?
So she had her 3 friends and her guy friend, right? Yeah.
Yes.
To meet. And I'm not really sure if they was questioning and judging Camille more than they was.
That was brutal.
They was going in on Camille.
I'm not really sure why Camille brought all them friends out. She know how they are. Like, she should have had 1 or 2. Like, you ain't got to bring the whole ring.
No, she should have had 1 or 2.
Yeah,
I agree.
They was asking some real hard questions. But you know, I love that Cornelius flipped it right back around on them and was like, so, you know, tell me about Camille, what's going on with her? And if that friend, I could kill him. If that was me, like, Camille, you need to slap him. Like why would you go in? Well, you know, she's having our engagement.
Well, you know what? Like he said, maybe he didn't understand the assignment.
Damn,
you know what I'm saying? That he's there to, you know, for protection for Camille.
Yeah,
but hey, he knows Camille. And one of the things they said, Camille likes bad boys, right? She don't really like nice guys. And they said he was a nice guy. So he was just warning him, giving him a little pre-warn, like, you know.
Yes, but like you said, if you my friend, you come on now, act accordingly.
Yeah,
now,
make it right. Yeah.
For you to say I'm a runaway bride, this man want to get married, like you just really kind of messing up my game here for sure. They did you wrong, Camille.
Yeah,
but you know what? That's what you get for attacking that man like that.
That's what you get. You definitely get that. Yeah, that's true. And I guess Cornelius is a nice guy.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know what, let me just stop. I think Cornelius may be, semi-nice, but I'm not buying this. Oh, he's such a nice guy. What? Chameleon's got game. Yes.
Flip a switch real quick.
Yes, and I think all this Ready to Love has been a big front. Yeah, a big front.
So I snuck on his Instagram, and I did find out that he is an actor. Like, he does act as
that makes sense.
Maybe a hobby. I'm not really sure.
So that makes sense. He's not an electrical engineer. He's a wannabe actor.
He wants to be. I think he wants to be an actor more so than an electrical engineer.
So does that mean he's actively acting or actively engineering? I mean, what is he actively doing?
Actively, from his profile, it looked like he's acting. I didn't see a lot of.
So has he been on any TV shows or anything? Did you see anything?
It looks like he does a lot of little short maybe behind the scenes, not behind the scenes,
so
but
he's
like
an actor.
Not on TV. Like, this stuff isn't like mainstream.
Okay,
gotcha. I should say so.
Okay. That makes sense. And then, well, that's good. Maybe him and Camille know each other. Isn't she a drama actor?
She is a drama
I wonder
teacher.
But then somebody snooped. It seemed like I heard somebody say, did they really know each other before Ready to Love? Somebody saying Camille and Cornelius could have already known each other.
They could have. I mean, look at Frank.
Now that you said he's an actor and
Sydney.
she's a drama drama teacher, so
they could have crossed paths before, but we're gonna go ahead exactly. Which brings us to our next couple. You mentioned, knowing each other, Frank Mills and Sydney. They are in the same scene together, so they hit it off immediately.
In the nightlife.
Did you know they hit it off the way they was kissing and all of?
Oh yeah, I was like, PDA.
I was like, that much PDA. Like,
wow, he kissed her like when he walked up like, hey, baby girl. I was like, all right. She was like, yeah, she was ready for it too.
Oh my gosh, she was like putting in
Sydney
his
just to
hand.
come on the show, 2 episodes? She's really into Frank.
Yeah, like putty in his hand.
And then what happened to Frank and Aisha?
I don't know.
You remember when he's having that moment when he's like,
that's my lady.
Let me let you know.
Sharon.
Let me let you know, Aisha. I was feeling you from the first time I saw you.
This my lady, and I like how
you was my number one. What happened to all that number one? Not
that's out the window, yeah. But whatever, because Aisha don't seem to be sweating it. We'll get to that.
Okay, we'll get to that
in a minute. But I will agree with Sydney's friends. His answers did seem a little bit too perfect when they were questioning him and his intentions. Like very rehearsed. Like he's given these answers before countless of times. So I'm hoping he is genuine.
Had all the right answers, and they was just like scripted answers.
Yeah, they just flew out.
I was like, oh Lord.
I wish I could smooth talk like that.
I don't know if I want to, but he was definitely a smooth talker.
Manipulations. But I'm also, like I said, I hope his interactions are genuine. They seem to really like each other. It don't matter if they weren't, because Sydney seems to have already stamped that man as her.
She sure told her
like, even if she went home today, like,
y'all don't like
that's me.
That's mine.
That's me and mine.
So between, who else has done that?
Other than Camille, like Cornelius, yeah, for sure. They're cute. Hopefully, we'll see. All right, so our next relationship was, date, interaction, whatever, was Mume and Dante. Hello, Mume. She brought her one friend out, which I feel you, girl, because the way these other friends was going at it, like,
That's probably the safest thing, right?
Yeah, just bring one, so you can't even feed off the other one. Right. But I'm not gonna lie, it did seem like Mume had a lot of questions that maybe she should have asked before they.
Yeah, because Mume, who was asking questions, Mume or her friend?
Mume,
like, are you ready? Are you ready to set it out, make your decision, and narrow it down?
Yeah, I'm like, you might want to gotten to know that before you brought him out to meet your friend like this, but that just goes to show you she really didn't have too many connections. I was gonna say
Mume. I don't think Mume had any real connections.
Yeah, and if the next person is to leave, I think it may be Mume, especially with the move she pulled on this, this interaction.
I don't know, but I tell you what, this is getting so interesting because to me, it's a lot of them need to go home. I'm just saying, I sorry.
Right.
It's a lot of stuff this episode. I'm like, maybe y'all need to take
Seeing
2
some
out.
colors.
Next episode,
Well, they do
yeah.
need 2, right?
They really do.
They might do 2, actually.
Because these ladies got tight, and Monet, like you said, I don't see a connection
not
really.
with anyone. Yeah.
Not no serious connection.
Right.
I think Dante probably liked her. You know what I'm saying? He's probably, cute to go on a date, but I didn't see no connection with Monet and Dante.
And
not at all.
Dante having 3 kids, and
I know.
Monet not having any. I don't know how that's gonna work out. She doesn't seem like someone
that's
to be a
true.
stepmom. I don't see her as stepmom.
No,
Maybe she
not
is
at all.
maternal,
But then she even kind of said it was a problem, not knowing how you're gonna deal with 3 baby mamas. Sometimes dealing with the kids may be a lot easier than dealing with 3 baby mamas. So Monet, you don't have any kids, so that's something that you definitely should, think about
Right.
with as far as moving forward with Dante.
right. And
You don't have one
love.
child.
Yeah,
You don't know how to juggle
0 to
one.
3.
So now you're gonna go 0 to 3.
Yeah, that's a bit much. Something to definitely look out for.
Something to look out for.
But like I said, she made a big foul on the play when
What?
she invited Walter.
Walter.
At the same time, she was on
Dante.
Dante.
Where she get? What rules is she playing by? Who
She done broke
is
all the
schooling
plans.
her? I'm like, Monet, you don't. Why would you bring 2 guys on one date with your friend? Like, and they see each other. Like,
not only that, they greeting each other sitting down.
And then you
like,
planned it like that. It's not
Yes.
like you planned for Walter to come in while Dante, so you can see how they would react under pressure.
yeah, and Walter, he actually failed or didn't do as well as you thought he should have done because he was nervous while Dante was so just supportive and there
he
for
was.
me during
and
this
holding a
interaction.
hand under the
Like,
table.
you
And Walter
cannot
was
be
just
serious.
like
Like
Walter was normal like anybody. If I
Anybody
would have
would've
walked in
been,
and you would have
on a
had 2
date.
women and we meeting somebody that's gonna ask us a whole bunch of questions about who are we, what do we want in life,
and
how
what our
many kids, and how
intentions.
much money we make a year, and what's our credit score, and you got 2 of us.
exactly.
I would have been like put off too. I'd have been like, okay, let me just feel this
And
thing
not
out.
only that, your connections aren't even that strong with these 2 men. So it's kind of just like put you way below the totem pole.
Yo,
with them because
Monet. I think you
clearly,
played yourself right out the game.
Right out,
I
right
really
out
do
with
feel
this
like you
move.
played yourself out the game.
And I don't know where you got that from. You want to see how they do under pressure. Be honest, girl. Did these producers put you up to that? Did these
Be
producers
honest, girl. Tell us, let us know.
They
And
made
if,
you
and
do
if
that.
they did, Monet, they set you up. They set you up for a big failure.
'Cause
I'm sorry. Because it looked horrible,
That was
like, for you to
bad.
do that. I was like, damn.
That was bad. And Walter,
Like,
poor
and Walter.
he always getting put in these little awkward little
I know, but
situations,
Walter's so
throuple
smooth, though.
situations.
That's why you know Walter's smooth. You can tell Walter's a little older. He's been around because he really didn't let that bother him. You remember when they was on
No.
that? I mean, not to the point when he was like shaking
Yeah,
and
yeah,
asked
yeah,
him
no,
questions, and
yeah.
he was just like on it.
Mhm.
And what was the question that asked him? Are you ready to make a
So yeah, like, do you think you're ready to commit or something like that to that
commitment to
Moumé? He
And
had
he
to
was
stop for like,
and exactly
look
what
him
he
dead
did. He
in
was
their
like,
eyes,
like for real.
dude
He
just
was
left.
like, I'm ready to see if I want a
Like,
commitment,
yeah,
but are you
like,
serious?
The nigga just,
They got- Did
he
y'all?
was just.
He was here, and then he left, and y'all saw him, right? And now you want me to make a commitment?
to Moumé.
Like, wait, what do I have on my forehead? The big L for loser?
Something, cause I don't know, they got all
As a
kinds of-
Walter,
oh,
I don't think he got a loser
No.
L on his head. So Walter got options, Moumé. Do
Yeah,
you have
very
them?
much so got options.
He got options, and this is what you do. Then you want him to make a commitment
to you,
and
like,
you got another guy. Like, come on, like, make it make sense.
exactly. That's gonna be our
Make it
favorite
make
line.
sense. Make it make sense. And then what did Walter say? So look, wait a minute. You all, anybody who's watched this, or if you haven't watched it, please watch. Because Jordan and I have been going back and forth
Oh,
on Walter, what Walter said during that interview. During the interview with Moumé. Well, let's see what Jordan said. What do you think he said, Jordan?
Okay, so towards the end,
She
when
told the story
they
better than
basically said, You just saw the other guy, Lee, right? I mean, keep it level-headed. I thought he said keep it level-headed.
And I thought he said keep it 100. And I swear she heard level-headed.
Yeah.
I heard keep it 100. We must have rewind like 3 to 4 times
Just
that
figure out the
scene,
wording.
and we still keep hearing. She hears level-headed. I keep hearing 100.
Yeah,
So please watch this episode and let us know, is it 100 or is it level-headed? But he did tell him, like, come on, y'all.
Yeah, be serious. Be for real. Come on.
In other
now.
words, it's the same thing. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, be for real. Let's be logical.
Like, like, come on now. You just had a guy.
Clearly.
Now you want me to make a commitment? He should have asked her, you ready to make a commitment?
Exactly.
That's what he should have asked Mume. Are you ready to
around.
make a commitment? And who's your number one? Mume been like,
But anyways, that was yeah, I'm sorry, Mume, but I think you're going home. Anyways, oh my goodness, yes. We have to actually get to this last whatever this was.
to the
all
MVP.
interactions. Yes.
The MVP are ready to love. We have finally found out who the franchise player are ready to love. And I don't know about you all, but I think we've been all wrong.
Yeah.
As far as who the franchise player or the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to announce who was the MVP of this week with the ladies?
It was Phil. My boy. Well, she actually grew on me a lot too.
Yeah, he's grown on me a lot too. Yeah, he has. He's so cute.
That man went on 3 dates.
Not
3 of
one,
these little interview dates
two,
with me and the friends. Like, was in a hot seat 3 times, 3 different women.
Yes, the ladies liked him so much. 3 of them chose him to meet their friends.
Yes, it was Aisha, we had Shiloh, and we had Sia. And their number one was
I was
Phil.
surprised.
All their number
Sia.
ones is Phil.
I didn't even know Sia and Phil had a
It
connection.
was so brief. Like they were like grabbing food or something.
Is that it? Because I was going to say, did they go on a date?
No, they didn't go on a
Okay.
one-on-one
We
date.
didn't
It was
see
just
them on
like
a
a
date.
small
Okay.
little interaction at one of the little
Yeah.
parties.
I really didn't know that for Sia. I was really surprised.
Yeah.
I knew for Aisha. And I knew for Shiloh.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, but I didn't really know Sia was feeling Phil. But that's okay, because how did Phil handle it?
Phil handled himself extremely
loving
well.
Phil.
Phil handled himself extremely
If the
well.
ladies liked him before he met their friends, then they probably in love with him after after he met their friend. He was just, he answered all the questions. He was so smooth. He wasn't nervous. Who do you think he had the best connection with? Because that's the hard part.
I think Shiloh is.
You think Shiloh?
Shiloh.
You
I
think she's his number one?
yeah.
And he's so cute because he's like, I made it my business not to let anyone know like where
Who's
they
favorite.
are, like
Mhm.
who's my favorite. And I was like, Phil gotta look good.
Yes, because
Like,
he told them all the
Yeah.
same thing. Yeah, she's
well,
my
now
top.
that part I didn't like. That
She's
part,
my top
okay.
connection. Yeah, she's my top.
So when they asked Phil, who's your top connection? And each one of them asked. Now all of a sudden Phil went back into that game. I mean, I've never seen him play games, so I'm not going to say back into that game,
Mhm.
but he definitely didn't take the mature step and just say, I need to wait and see, weigh all my options because I'm feeling all of them. I'm feeling her, I'm feeling,
Well, he just
But
said,
instead, he said all of them
there's
was
his
his
top 3.
He said all of them
Yeah,
was his
top three.
top.
You might one of them top 3.
So is that not playing games?
I'm gonna have to give him a pass. I
please
don't know
let
what
me
he
know.
was supposed to say in that at that time frame. He said they were in the top, so that may let you know there's other people.
But he
in
said
the top
each
too.
one was the top. He didn't say
No, they
like,
said they were in the top, like in
okay,
that top
well, you were the
position.
top.
One
Okay,
of the
you
two.
one of the top. You in the top. You
Yeah.
in the top.
He said
Okay.
one of the two to all
But when
three.
you in the top, then that don't mean like
You
you
number
in the
one.
bottom. Like you number one in my book.
Yeah,
That's
he
what
made
I
him
see it as. You're in the top.
You gotta read between the lines, lady. When you say,
Yeah, yeah,
if
right.
you don't say you number one, you
Exactly.
not
Oh,
number
well,
one.
yeah. From now on, ladies, if Phil don't tell you, or
Yeah.
any man don't tell you number one, then you need to pry down
Yeah,
and find
you
out
need-
like what does this mean? Because
Right.
as we can see, he went out with 3 different ladies, and he
Mhm.
told all of them they're in the top.
Yeah. So
Now are they in his top, or is he in? Is he just in their top? I don't know. We'll find out. Won't
yeah,
we?
for sure, we definitely gonna find out.
And then
because-
but the only problem I felt The only energy that I felt was kind of off was
Tasia.
You know, okay, so one of the things that happened is when he was out with Aisha, he was out with Shiloh, he sat close to them. So they had like this little body chemistry and, you know, kind of playing PDA. Tasia sits across from him. Why would you sit across from him and have your two friends questioning him and you sit across from somebody that you're interested? I'm not understanding. Do you understand?
I think, honestly, Tasia does not know how to be in a relationship I really don't think she in that either that headspace or she just don't know how to do it because from day one, it's always been about business, in my opinion, for her. Like, and she did say she was an entrepreneur, all her tech friends and stuff. So she gives off a very business-minded kind of person, which it's not gonna work when you're trying to be with a man. You gotta be able to show him a softer side of you. Right, it doesn't always have to be interviewish and platonic. I don't know.
It's almost like she got a playbook, and she's just playing straight by this playbook of life. I guess I'm just saying she didn't seem like she can ad-lib or just relax and just. I don't know. Everything is
feminine.
I mean, you know what I think? I think Tasia knows she's on TV. She knows people are watching her. So she's trying to act accordingly and make sure she still kind of be hard and not be like soft, like, you know what I mean? Like, like gentle soul. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be,
Something is wrong with Tasia.
The way she handled her relationship.
She definitely don't look like she's ready to love. Unless it's a business relationship.
Right, exactly. Unless you can bring something to this table.
Well, you better bring a lot to this table because I'm bringing a lot. And you ain't bringing a lot. So. And then we're going to need to have 3 kids.
Oh, yeah, she did say that. Well, she let him know the number off. Like I said, it's all a business for her.
And did you hear him? He said
3.
He's like, 3?
3 in this kind of house.
3?
And all my kids have to be this age, that age.
He was like, 3? We'll see about 3.
Yeah, like.
He wasn't feeling all that. He was just like, okay. But she did tell him she's very direct.
Very much so to a fault.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm going to go back to, I like Aisha too. I like Aisha.
Aisha? Oh, you like Aisha? Okay.
I think his biggest connection is with Shiloh. Cause but I really do feel like he liked Aisha too.
I definitely think he really likes Aisha.
I think he liked both of them. So
and it sucks. I think the only issue is the fact that she won't be able to have any more kids. I think that's the only reason that really is taking her down a lot.
Yeah,
because I think she wants kids. Like,
and she did tell him, and he was like, yeah. Well, at least, one thing I can say, Aisha is honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And to me, showing him, speaking to him and breaking down. I think she just said, I'm just kind of nervous. Yeah, I don't have a child, but you just need to know that I've had complications in the past. Right. So I think she was, she, like you said, she was being vulnerable.
Yeah.
And hopefully that gives her some brownie points.
It definitely did. I think it definitely did.
Hopefully it will.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, we definitely gonna find out.
So that was all for the interactions, dates, whatever.
Yeah, that was it.
Around. So now we finally get to the elimination table, and that was pretty drama filled, wasn't it? I think the ladies were feeling a little bit pressure, like the ball is closing in on them because they kind of got real catty at each other.
They got real catty.
This ain't even a reunion.
I ain't trying to shrink at all.
Oh gosh, shrinking, stretching, who doing this, doing that? Like, you got too many people, you don't have enough. Like, it was a lot. So
it was a lot.
As always, Tommy goes around trying to see how everyone feels about, the men, who they feeling, who they not feeling. And Tasia, I guess she was one of them who was saying, yeah, she did. She was the one saying you need to shrink, basically, and pick your one. I guess she wanted everybody to pick their one. Or she wanted the men to pick their one. I don't know who she wanted to pick.
No, I think she wants the ladies to kind of, decide who you really feeling out of. If you have multiple people that you're feeling, I guess she kind of wanted to know who is your number one. And I guess that was for her, so she could step back. And I guess that's what she wanted the other ladies to do, step back if her number one is someone, but that's not their number one. Maybe that's their number 2. So she just want them to put it out there. And the ladies wasn't having it. They wasn't putting it out there.
No, not Zadia.
Zadia went off. I was like,
ooh. I didn't even know she had all that.
Yeah, boy. She got some attitude, boy. She got some fire.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right.
I want to shrink. And until then, I'm gonna keep my list.
I don't have a list. I just got 2 people. That's it. I got 2 people, but it ain't no list.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep my 2.
And what Aisha was like, 2. If I go to the store and I get one thing, that's 1 item.
Mm-hmm.
If I go and get 2 items, isn't that a list? It's 1 and 2. Sweetie, that's a list. I was like,
yeah. But she was contradicting herself too when she said, well, I think the men need to stretch until they pop so we know where you at. And then when it came for the women to stretch, baby, no, you need to string. You need to, you need to figure out where you're going.
Yeah,
and get
Aisha, you was kind of like all over the place. So I was like, okay. But wait, was Cammy trying to talk? I wish I could mark. I wish I could mark you, Aisha.
Yes.
But
she was my girl.
Cammy, like Cammy went off talking about how Aisha sounded. Ooh, I was like, Camille.
Camille, she funny, yeah.
Camille is mad funny. Her eyes when she was looking.
Expression.
Oh God! But anyway, we'll get to that when they start talking about who they don't like.
Oh yeah, and it seemed like nobody was feeling Cornelius, and of course, why? Because of you, Camille. They gonna send him home because of you. You done scared all these women off like a damn pit bull that you are. That they don't even want to walk or look in his direction because they already know that the dagger is in the back of their motherfucking head and the knife in their side. Like, you know, I'm like, Jesus, girl. But, you know, you made the bed, so now it's time.
Camille, you got 100 million faces, baby, and I was loving them all. That's why I'm trying to mark you with the faces.
Yeah, so Camille, unfortunately, Cornelius was somebody that was at the bottom.
He should be at the bottom because Cornelius ain't showing nobody any kind of affection or attention but Camille. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, we all ready to love, and it was 10 female and 10 men. And you and Camille and Cornelia saw each other, and some kind of way y'all eyes locked, and it's been about Cornelius and Camille. Exactly. And I told you last week, we can go ahead and send them home and let them get their relationship going, and we can we can watch later on after the show and say what happened to Camille and Cornelius. Did they make it?
Yeah,
because this is too much.
Straight to the reunion.
Yeah, they do. Y'all need to be off. You know what I'm saying? We don't see Camille and Cornelius anymore.
Hey, we good. But of course, Cornelius was not the only one in the hot seat.
Oh God, you knew who was going to be in the hot seat.
We had to put him in the hot seat again. In the hot seat. And that was Sean. You know, after Sabrina's friend got done handling him, it was not time for the rest of the ladies to go ahead and sweep him up in that too, might as well sweep him on out.
But they did him so bad too, they kind of took the fire out of him. You remember he was like, if this is what it's gonna be like, I'll just throw in the towel. He didn't. He did. He didn't feel good after that. He told he
didn't, but I don't know if he
when
really
his conversation with Cecile. Right, but that's what he's saying. He's kind of slow. He's saying that I'm slow, and I'm somebody who don't move fast.
Yeah, but you're 40, bro. Like, you need to kind of.
I was trying to help you, Sean, but this young millennial over here said you slow. You need to speed it up. So I can't. I'm sorry, I can't help you, Sean.
Hello, like I don't understand. Like you ain't giving nobody the time of day, or at least from what Cecile was saying, you haven't. You kind of left her hanging.
You ghost people. He's gone out. He ghosts people, and it's just like not only Cecile, any of them.
Yeah,
right?
I thought.
But Cecile gave him good energy. She did.
So I don't know what happened with that. I guess he just wasn't really feeling her like he said. One of the comments backhanded.
Under her door, man.
He ain't walked through.
I hate to see you give me the door under the key under the door, man. Not to see you.
Girl, she cushy. But one of the comments that Sean had made, which threw me off, was, I'm not good at communicating with people I don't know very well.
And I don't communicate till I get to know you.
Yeah, until I get to know you. Until we just on a deeper level. Like I can't communicate with you now. Wait, like we can't have no conversation until I know who you are. Like it's like
How do you
get
to
there?
know people
Like, how
if
you
you don't
see?
you don't get to communicate? You communicate once you get to know them.
Yeah, how do you do that?
Maybe that's why Sean is still single.
Cause he can't seem to get to know people. Cause he can't communicate until he do that. Like, how am I supposed to communicate with you and I don't know you?
I don't know. I would like to know more information about Sean.
Sean,
Because
please
he's kind of
explain
suspect.
yourself.
Yeah, Sean.
So, but let's actually take back to Cornelius and who did he go on Zadi. He went on an elimination date with Zadia, and he was flirting heavy.
Is that flirting? That's what you call it?
Well,
what Cornelius is doing?
He was doing a lot of, oh, you sexy, you
I thought he was just blowing smoke
to stay on the show.
Yeah,
he
was just. Yeah, I think he was definitely acting.
Yeah,
I mean, not saying that she didn't look good to him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. You know, like you got your purple.
Yeah, I think he was definitely.
He always got something to saying, but
trying to stay on the show with whatever he was doing with Zadia, because it was like I didn't even know y'all ever talked to each other.
I never seen them talk. Definitely hadn't seen them on a date.
Yeah,
but she's his strongest connection. Him and Camille.
Exactly.
I thought your strongest connection at one time was Courtney
and Camille. It was.
Like I said. Make it make sense, Cornelius, because you
trying to stay on the show, using them acting skills.
If you're trying to stay on the show, then Ready to Love meant that you should have been dating and getting to know more than one person. Mm-hmm. And you went in this show, like I said, locked eyes, met Camille, and all of a sudden you don't want to go nowhere, you don't want to do nothing, because you don't know if anything you do may get back to Camille. You don't want to do anything wrong. I'm like, are you sure y'all not already a couple, or you already know each other, Cornelius? Because this is real. Like you scared of what Camille may find out if you go out and get to know somebody else. I'm Ready to Love. 10 women, 9 other men, and you sitting here like worried about Camille and not even getting to know and what she thinks about you. Yeah. And then you want to get on the show and then I guess what do they call it? Blow smoke up Zadia and make her seem like, Zadia, like you had a chance. Zadia's like, like really? I guess she was like, you just blew me off and now you say I had a chance.
I know. Poor thing.
Couldn't you just get it together?
For real.
Make it make sense.
Please. Because luckily for you, they did decide to give you one more chance. And I'll be honest with you. I think the only reason why they saved Cornelius is because of Camille. They know how much Camille that's the only reason why.
Camille was making all kind of faces when the ladies was calling your name. Trust and believe she had a bad attitude about them calling your name.
Yeah, nobody wanted Sean, and that's the only reason why Cornelius got to stay, because one person, all it takes is one for now. I think on that next ride, it's gonna take a lot more than just one person saving you, for sure.
We're gonna see.
Anyways. Well, thank you guys so much for sticking tuned with us. Of course, if you have not already, which I'm sure you have, subscribe, like that button.
I know you liking us. Ding!
Hit the bell notification so you know when we are on again. And we're going to be back next week with another episode.
Next week.
With another episode.
Next week.